Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is that time of year. The Sephora savings event has arrived and I have been waiting for like a month for this event to happen. Now I've already uploaded a Sephora recommendations video, but today I wanted to do a full get ready with me using some of my absolute favorites and like must-haves to pick up during the Sephora savings event. I am partnering with Sephora on today's video, so thank you to Sephora for sponsoring this video. I always love working with Sephora during these savings events because it's kind of like a no-brainer. Sephora is my go-to place to buy 99% of my beauty items. So it's always great to collaborate with a brand that you buy most of your makeup from. During the Sephora savings event, for me personally, is when I buy and stock up on every single thing that I need, right? Like, the products that I've been wanting to try are great, but the Sephora savings event for me personally is the time that I take advantage and stock up on some of my go-to favorites. My shampoo and conditioner that I love, the Oribe Gold Lust, like that stuff is the best. Some of my Color Wow products that I love, like a lot of my hair care and skincare and stuff, I take advantage of the Sephora savings event, whether it's hair care, skincare, whatever it is, like those products that I want to keep in stock all the time. I use the Sephora savings event to stock up on my must-haves and my daily products that I use on a regular basis. And of course, I like to throw things in the cart, like new stuff that I want to try or whatever I've been influenced to buy at the moment. If you're a Rouge member, you are not only receiving 20% off, but you're already able to shop. The savings event officially started on October 31st. For those of you who are a VIB member, you'll be able to start shopping on November 4th. And you will save 15% off. And for those of you who are Insider member, you are going to also be able to shop on November 4th and you will save 10% off. Now, the amazing thing about the Sephora savings event is everything from the Sephora collection is 30% off. You can save 20, 15, and 10% off of everything else, but Sephora collection is 30% off, which it's always a great time to stock up on those amazing Sephora collection items. Sephora collection is known for being high quality, affordable, but it also has a nice diverse product assortment across the range of all beauty categories: skincare, makeup, tools, brushes, etc. It's a great time to pick up anything from the Sephora collection. The code that you will use is the code EVERYTHING. You can use the code in-store, online. They offer free shipping. And also the fun thing about being a Rouge member, if you are a Rouge member, you can take a friend in store between October 31st and November 4th, and you can save 20% off of the things that you buy, and your friend can also save 20% off of the things they buy. So take a friend with you, go to lunch, go shopping, make a day of it. If you are not already a member, it's very easy to become a member. Go to their website, sign up, enter your email, your name, information like that, and automatically you become an insider and you can save 10% off during the Sephora savings event. Everything I use in today's video, I will link down in the description box down below, along with dates and all of the information that you need for the savings event. And I will also pin all the links and stuff down in a comment so it's easy to find. Let's go ahead and jump into the get ready with me, sharing some of my must-haves at Sephora. Okay, so I have you guys zoomed in. Let's go ahead and do this full face. Okay, so first up, this bronzing body oil from Patrick Ta is fabulous. What I like about it is it's not too oily. I feel like it lasts all day and it's a pretty glow. It's not like a too much glow where you know you're wearing something, but it gives you just enough of a glow to give that sun-kissed look. So how I like to put it on, I like to give it a good shake. And then I just like to do like that pump. Grab my brush and then just blend it in. It's kind of hard to do this on camera, but it just gives the skin such a pretty glow, right? So that's what it looks like. It looks really pretty. And like I said, it's not too much, but it gives the skin a really beautiful, healthy glow. There's a few products that I love to use to kind of prep my skin before I go in with my foundation or my base. The 3 products that I personally love is the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. I would only recommend this as a skin prep for those who have a drier skin type, just because it is a thicker moisturizer, but man, is it amazing. And it's refillable. Like, I don't know if you guys knew that, but this moisturizer is refillable. And typically what I'll do is I'll just take like a tiny bit, run it through my hands, and then just kind of put it all over. What I also like about it is that my foundation and stuff doesn't peel. You guys have experienced that. I hate it when my foundation peels. Oh, it drives me crazy. So for my dry skin friends, like the Dewy Skin Moisturizer, oh, I mean, it's amazing at night too, don't get me wrong. Like, I love wearing this at night, but it's also great under makeup. If you have more of a combination skin, you could also do the Dewy Milk Moisturizer. This one is fabulous as well. This one is just a little thinner of a formula. The other one that I love is the Rhode Glazing Milk. Now, I think whether you have dry, normal, combo, oily skin, I think this is fabulous under makeup as well. I like to just put a tiny bit in the palm of my hand like this, like just a few drops, and place it on. Again, it's one of those that doesn't make my foundation peel. So anything that I put on over top of this, it like melts the makeup into my skin. So all 3 of those I highly recommend. It just depends on your skin type personally, but all 3 of them are fabulous. We got to talk about the MPH palette. This is the Mary Phillips Underpainting palette. I'm in love with this palette. I've been using it non-stop. I think my only complaint with this palette is that I wish that these were refillable, because I've almost hit pan on this color, and I would say I'm halfway there on this one, but I've been using it literally non-stop. It's such a beautiful formula, a beautiful texture. It gives me the right amount of coverage, and I especially love it around my eyes. So I've been using this palette particularly in like this area, like right around my brows and under my eyes, because one, I feel like it doesn't weigh heavy, especially in wrinkles, and it gives me the right amount of coverage. So it's not like a full coverage situation. So if you're someone that needs a full coverage, it does have a nice color corrector, which I like. But I would say it's more of like a medium coverage, but what I love about it is how natural it is and how it wears throughout the day. It does not separate, it does not get cakey, it does not get gross. It's just a really beautiful formula. Like I said, my only complaint is that I wish that these were refillable, because it's hard to use all 5 of the shades all at the same time. I do really like using the brush that I bought with it. So this doesn't come as a set. You have to buy them separately, but I do really like this brush. So I've been using it. I'm going to go into the color corrector first. I like to just put this on like right here to kind of cancel out some of that darkness. And then I take the other side of the brush and just kind of like push it into the skin. I'm going to grab this shade right here and bring that right along here. It just does not take very much. I also like to use the shade here on my eyelids just to kind of cancel out all the redness. I also really like this underneath eyeshadow. I feel like it's not too thick and heavy for the eyelids, and like powder eyeshadow blends really nice over it. By the way, the palette I have is the medium palette. And then finally, I like to take the center shade, which is a little more my skin tone. And I like to use this in the middle of the brows and also around the brows. I feel like I can carve out my brows like much better and more natural when I use that shade. It just kind of melts into the skin so much better. And I feel like I don't know, there's something about this palette, like I'm obsessed with it and I can't stop using it. It is a really nice palette. and it's really not hard to use. So like once I got used to using it, I can do my makeup pretty quick with it now. It doesn't take me very long to do it. And I also find myself using less foundation, which is good, because the Natasha Denona foundation, I have found in my experience, doesn't do well or wear well if you use too much of it. It's just one of those foundations. You have to be very, very careful with how much you use. I have found that out the hard way. I have been wearing the shade 6N. Okay, and it matches me pretty good. The trick with this foundation is not to use very much. It's just not a foundation that wears well if you use too much of it. So I like to give it a good shake, and then I literally use one pump. So I like to take a brush like this. This is one of my new favorite foundation brushes. This one is the Sephora 47 brush. During the Sephora savings event, all of the Sephora collection, including the brushes, are 30% off. If you're in the market for a really good brush, this number 47 brush is fantastic. So I'm going to take a little bit of that foundation and spread it as far as I can spread it, okay? Literally, I'm going to do my whole side of my face with just one little swipe. And then I'm just going to kind of blend it in as far as it will go. Bring it here on this other side. Now, because I've used, a lot of that Mary Phillips palette, I don't really need a lot of foundation. And that's where I feel like this foundation shines. And then I'll push this foundation into the skin. What I love about this foundation is if I apply it right and I apply a small amount, like one pump, and I don't overdo it, this foundation not only makes my skin look stunning, but it lasts all day long and it's beautiful and it wears off really pretty. This is one of the prettiest foundations that I have. I just have to apply it right. That's it. If you guys have been with me for a while, you will know that these Kissu lip masks from Tatcha, especially the like limited editions, have been my favorite for years. I've been using them for years and years. Normally they come in like different colors. This year, it's like this really pretty sparkly golden color, and it gives the lips like a really pretty sparkle. It's stunning, and you can't feel it on the lips. I recently got this and I am obsessed. It feels so good on the lips, you guys. Normally I'll stock up and buy like 3 of them during the holidays because they're limited edition. So of course I'm going to use the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit. You guys know that is one of my favorite brow. What is this called? Okay, so the word I've been trying to pull out for the last 3 minutes, eyebrow gel. For some reason, the gel could not come to my brain. It's a brow gel, Tara. So as many of you guys know, one of my favorite pencils is the Patrick Ta. I like this because not only does it give me thin strokes and it never breaks. I feel like I've had this pencil forever and I haven't needed to replace it until now. Like this is how much I have left, but I've been using it for a long time. So I'm going to be replacing it during the savings event. But this brow pencil is fabulous because it's thin, but I also really like the waxy texture that the pencil actually has, where it stays on really well, and it's just a really good pencil. I really like it. Okay, so before we move on to face, I wanted to pull out this palette. This is the new one from Makeup by Mario. This is the Etherealized Nature. Now, I personally really like this palette. This palette is perfect for those that like more of a lighter shimmer application. If you like a really bold, like 2017 shimmer application, like a Pat McGrath or a Natasha Denona, then this palette is not for you. But if you're someone that likes a really beautiful wash of shimmer, then you will love this palette. The mattes are buttery and beautiful, but we're gonna use it today. I've been using it nonstop since I got it, and I have to say, my favorite shades in the palette is this shade right here. It's a beautiful olive color. Like, I can't explain it, but I don't have any other matte color like this. It's just such a perfect, like, olive toned transition shade. And so I've been using it alone. Like I will throw that in the crease, put a little bit on the eyelid and the lower lash line, and I'm out the door. It's such a gorgeous color. But I also love this olive green up here. It's so stunning. And again, it's a light wash. So it depends on what you're looking for. If you want something that's a little more bold, this palette isn't going to give it to you, but this looks so stunning on the eyelid. It's just, oh, it's such a pretty color. Now, I have filmed a video of this, but I haven't edited it yet, you guys. I'm so bad. I need to edit it. I think I'm going to grab a little bit of both of these shades right here and kind of do like a mixeroo. Now let's go into this shade right here. Grab a little bit of it and bring it here on the outer corner. I'm gonna also bring that on the lower lash line as well. And I'm making a mess, but I'm gonna clean this up, so I'm not really worried about it. That same brush I was using for my face palette, I like to just kind of do that with it. It's so easy. Just to kind of give you a little cleaner line. Now I'm gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna go into this dark color here on the corner. I'm gonna bring this like right at the base of the lashes on the upper and bottom waterline. I'm gonna go into this shade right here in the middle. I'm gonna coat my brush in it on both sides. Place it here on the lid. And like I said, it's not super shimmery. So for those of you that like more of a pop of shimmer, this might not be the palette for you. It just gives the lid such a beautiful like wash of shimmer, but in a very soft way. But see, I appreciate that about the palette because I have a lot of Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath, and I'm okay with this one not being like that, right? Where it's not super shimmery. Then I'm gonna go back into this shade, bring that like right over here just to kind of deepen that a little bit now that I've added the shimmer. Now, if you wanted to take it up a notch, you could grab a little bit of like this one. So this is like, this color is like a powder matte, but it has some sparkle in it. So you could use that shade to like highlight the brow bone or something, but it's more of a matte with sparkle. It's pretty. Let's just see what it does. Grab a little bit of this and like place it, oops, yeah, like right here on the brow bone. If you wanted to add a little bit of extra sparkle there on the lid, you could grab your brush and go into this one right here. So we could just kind of place it like right in the center. Okay, eyes are done. Let's move on to the face. Now in my Sephora recommendations video, I mentioned a few like bronzing products. I love this bronzing stick from LYS Beauty. Not only do I love the brand, but this product is stunning and it's so creamy, melts into the skin really easily. I think the one mistake with this product is using too much of it because it's so pigmented. Like this stuff is pigment, okay? A lot of people will go directly on the face, and when I feel like when you do that, you can get really carried away too quickly. My favorite way to apply this is just grabbing it with a brush, okay? So I've been loving this double-ended brush, by the way, from Make It by Mario. I mentioned it in my recommendations. Love this brush for cream products, especially like cream bronzer and blush, because I can apply it in a direct way with the small end, but then blend it out with the large end. This is fabulous. So by the way, I'm wearing the shade Courage. I like to grab it like this with my brush. You don't need very much. And apply. And I can build it as I need. But look how easy that is to blend into the skin. It is such a fabulous product. It's so affordable for what it offers. It just gives you such a beautiful kind of buttery bronze look to the skin. People love it for a reason. Okay, let's move on to blush. I have talked about this multiple times, but I cannot love this more. So this is the NARS Afterglow Liquid Blush in the shade Orgasm. Oh, I love the shade and I love the formula. So I went ahead and wiped the brush off. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this and put it here on the back of my hand. And again, I will take the small side of the brush and apply it here on the cheek, like where I want it. And then I'll take the larger end of the brush and kind of buff it into the skin. Oh, it's such a beautiful blush. Then I'm gonna take some powder. You guys know my holy grail powder is the Hourglass Translucent Setting Powder, which I'm almost out of. So I've already placed the order to pick up more during the savings event. And I'm just gonna like set my skin with this. For bronzer, I'm gonna go into the Gucci. This one is in the shade 4. I love this. Gucci has fabulous powder blushes and bronzers. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of this. Just kind of go over top of the areas that I use the cream bronzer, just to kind of bring it to life. And then I'll just take my powder brush with no extra product. Then I'm gonna use this finishing powder from Westman Atelier. This one is the Vital Pressed Skincare Powder, and I have this in the shade Cream. I'm gonna take a little powder puff. I'm gonna swirl it around in there like that, tap off, and then kind of go right underneath the eye. Being that I am 46 years old, I cannot take loose powder and do that with it. It gets too cakey and too gross underneath my eye. The one that I like to do that with is this one from Westman Atelier. It's just really lightweight underneath the eye, and it kind of cleans up that area and kind of gives you that like smooth look, but without looking makeup-y and like cakey. It's like one of those rare powders that I can do that with. You know, like putting it over wrinkles and have it look good. But this one from Westman Atelier, it is a nice powder. Let's go ahead and move on to lips. So I'm gonna kind of wipe off what I got on. My favorite lip pencils and just pencils overall are from Makeup Forever. They have the best shades, like the absolute best shades. I cannot stop using them. So not only do they have like the best shades, but they also came out with like more extreme formula where it's longer lasting than like their traditional colored pencils, but they also have glosses that match. And you guys, these glosses are phenomenal. Like I am kind of obsessed with these glosses. I don't know how many shades I have at this point. I have a lot. This one is one of my favorite shades. Let's see, this one is called Pearly. It has this like beautiful periwinkle pearl color. Look at that. It's so pretty. Look how beautiful this lip gloss is. It's so shiny and gorgeous and I love them. They have so many beautiful shades, but I'm going to show you one of my favorite combos. I'm going to take Wherever Walnut in the extreme. So like, for example, this is the Wherever Walnut in just like the regular colored pencils. And then this is what it looks like in the extreme. The extreme version is a little thicker and you kind of have to work quicker. So it's definitely perfect for lip liner because it lasts longer than like the traditional colored pencil. So what I like to do is like a lip brush handy. This is just a brush that I have. And while I'm applying it, I will brush it out. So I'll first go in and then kind of blend it out like that. Kind of like smooth out those edges. I already have like a natural lip line. My mom has the same thing on her lips. Sometimes I will fill all of this in with this pencil and make sure my full lip is covered with it. So, you know, you could either leave it as a lip liner and then go in with a lipstick, or you can do it like I am and just put it like all over the lip. And then I could totally use the Wherever Walnut lip gloss, which looks like this, and it matches the lip liner. Or I could go in with something a little more pinky tone. This one is Boundless Berry. Such a beautiful shade, right? These glosses are fabulous. Like, if you guys have not tried these from Makeup Forever, they're amazing. Also have Daring Candy. That's what Daring Candy looks like. They're so good. They're like some of the best. But they also have darker ones. Like this one is Limitless Brown, which this one has some sparkle to it. That's what Limitless Brown looks like. You can see a little bit of that sparkle. I have Anywhere Caffeine. So that one's Anywhere Caffeine. I could put on any of these shades and it would be really beautiful. I think I'm gonna grab this shade though, Endless Berry. And I'm gonna put this over the lip liner. Perfect, right? Isn't it so pretty? These glosses are amazing and they pair so well with their lip liners. I cannot say enough great things about these lip glosses because I'm kind of obsessed with them. Okay, so that is it. That is a full face of some of my all-time favorites at Sephora. And I will link all the products that I talked about and discussed in today's video down in the description box down below. And I will also pin a comment to the comment section down below. So for those of you that maybe struggle trying to find those links in the description box. So that's it for today's video. Sound off down below. Let us know what you're picking up during the Sephora savings event. I'm super curious. You guys always have the best recommendations. So let us know in the comment section down below some of your favorites at Sephora. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in today's video. I hope you all have a wonderful day and I will see you guys all in my next video. Love you. Bye.